Although most of my work is stills, there are occasional video accessories that look like they'd have uses for stills too. Just practical items really. That's the case with this FalconEyes F7 RGB LED video light. It may be called a video light, but a light is a light for all that. I've never liked basic flash and only ever used it when I had to. Flash is light for people who don't like light, but even in these days of outrageous ISO numbers, sometimes, like on a news stakeout, all you need is a massive blast of light to get an exposure. And, just as important, to temporarily blind the gangster on the other end of it, so that he can't see who did it. Good advice from an old mentor there. But my needs for artificial lighting have more to do with quality than quantity. Lighting for creative purposes is much easier when it is continuous, and you can see the effect, which is where LEDs have wrought a minor revolution for photographers, enabling portable flash gun-sized, battery-operated, continuous light. Which brings me to the FalconEyes F7. It's about the size of a large mobile phone, feels solid and weighs about 300 grams. Power output is 12 watts, which gives an exposure of about a 30th of 4 on an average subject at about 1 meter at ISO 200. I mostly use it for close subjects like my YouTube video product shots, or as a fill light for video. It can output at colour temperatures from 2500 to 9000 K, so will match most conditions, and it will output in daylight quality or a full range of colours. It also has a range of lighting effects from police cars to lightning. It may sound like a gimmick, but it can be used creatively in video and it's a lot of fun. There's a screen on the back so you can see what's going on, and the case is magnetic, which is really useful sometimes. It comes with a diffuser to soften the light and a honeycomb to limit the light diffusion. I'll come to that later. I had specific reasons to get this light. The main one was to give me some control over the background intensity in my mini studio setup. The problem being that my preferred clean white background often looks grey due to light fall off from the main lamp or lamps. A small lamp like this can be hidden behind the item and not only render the background from grey to white, but also a spectrum of light colours, effectively replacing a box of coloured gels. The supplied honeycomb accessory limits the spread of the light nicely, while the diffuser softens things up a bit. There are other ways of doing that, of course, but such a small lamp can't really be expected to blast through or off a reflector. I find the light perfect for everyday lighting of small subjects, because you can see the effect directly on screen, meaning that you can work by natural light, but correct contrast when necessary. Obviously the power is a limitation, and flash will sometimes be necessary depending on your work. The output for close subjects is nicely diffused because of the relative size of the LED panel, even without the diffuser. The usual use for a unit such as this is for video interviews and vlogging, either as a makeshift main light or a fill-in for indoor lighting. The light is the nearest thing in video to a built-in flash on a stills camera. For outdoor use, or as a main light in a studio setup, you'd need a much more powerful lamp, but that would be multiples of the price and size of this little FalconEyes item. It is intended for videos, but stills orientated as many of us might be. With the astonishing movie capabilities of today's cameras, most of us do video, even if only casual footage of family and friends. With battery life of around 2 hours, easy mounting and versatile lighting, this is one of those accessories that helps extend your photographic scope, like neutral density filters or ring flash. I have a large LED panel, but it's a chore to set up. So when I'm making my videos and have put away the main panel, this one goes on my G9's hot shoe for anything that I neglected to do. I always like to have a really efficient product shot workflow, and this small FalconEyes F7 panel is the item I needed to complete it. This on the hot shoe so I can see my lighting and exposure without any test shots. The shot Wi-Fi to my network disk from anywhere in the house, and from there imported to my video editor. Can't get simpler than that. Thanks for watching.